Hello. Today's Tuesday, so I'm talking about the TOEFL. I do it every week. It's TOEFL Tuesday. I'm Lucas, and I am the TOEFL expert at magoosh.com. You can check us out at toefl.magoosh.com. But first, let's hear some advice. If you are on the reading section of your TOEFL and you have an emergency situation, what do you do? Well, hold on. What do I mean by emergency? What emergency? There's one very common emergency in the reading section. You run out of time. So let's say you have 3 passages and 60 minutes total, but you spend 50 minutes on the first 2 reading passages, and then the last one you only have 10 minutes. What do? Clearly, it's hard to do all of the reading and answering of questions in just 10 minutes because the TOEFL expects you to use 20. First thing you do in that emergency situation, answer the vocabulary questions. Skip the reading. Don't read it. That's the whole passage. Skip it. Answer all the vocabulary questions just based on your vocabulary knowledge. Because all these vocabulary words, they are in the passage, they're in the text, but you don't need to know the text to answer the questions. You only need to know the definitions of the words. So you can really get points quickly that you would otherwise not get because you were reading the passage for too long. So don't waste that time. Go to the vocabulary questions, get those points first while you still have time. And after you finish the vocabulary questions, if the clock is still going, you're not finished yet, you have maybe 4 more minutes, then don't go back and read the whole passage. No. Go back to the first question, check out what the question is, and then go to the reading to find the answer to the question. Then go to the second question, or maybe if you've already answered it because it was a vocabulary question, go to the third question and find what information you need. Go to the text, read the text until you find the answer, and answer the third question, so that you don't waste time reading the whole passage and answering no questions. Because remember, you get points for questions, not for the reading. So if you spend those 10 minutes just reading the text, that helps nobody. So focus on answering as many questions as possible by answering while you read in that emergency situation. And always, if you're running out of time, get those vocabulary questions first priority, because there is no penalty for a wrong answer, and you can only get more points if you know those words ahead of time. I hope that helps. I hope you don't end up in that emergency situation. If you want more advice on reading timing during the TOEFL, check out toefl.magoosh.com. We have some lessons for you that I think will be useful for you. Again, I'm Lucas, the TOEFL expert. I'll see you next week with more advice.